Hello everyone watching on YouTube and welcome back to Tales of Grace's F. Today we're going to try and finish the game. We're going to try and finish the main story because I believe we're nearly done with side quests that are like doable. The remaining side quests we have are like Chapter 9, which is the post-game Lineage and Legacies chapter that we'll get to next stream hopefully. And on top of that we also have some side quests that are just post-game in general that we don't really get to do. I mean, we could try to do, but I think we'd end up having to over-level for the final boss and all. But basically, to be able to do anything else, really, we have to finish the end of the main story. I did play for about 20-ish minutes, 20 minutes to 30 minutes off screen, and all I did, the mixer was going off while I was running around, because of course it was. I've got some, I forgot we have 9 slots now. Got some dragon scales, anonymous seeds, like as you can see, some stuff got made off screen because I was picking up trash. We have 7 pieces of trash. That's all I had time to get. I just kept running in between Sable Izole and Uliberte. There were like 4 shiny things in between those 2 towns on that path that the Rockagon is on. So I went through there, and it would usually net me like 1 trash every 2 trips or something. Sometimes I even get 2 at a time. So before we do anything else, we're going to run over to Zavert, dump this garbage in the bin, and hope that gets us the trash side quest done. If it doesn't, then we'll handle it in the post-game, but hopefully we can get it right now. But let's find out. Is this going to be enough? Threw the trash away. Oh, it was enough. We've done 15 total, or even more. Pick up the trash and place it in the bin. You'd think that'd be easy, but I just can't get the hang of it. I know what you mean. Huh? Hello there. Who are these people? We've been waiting for someone like you. Someone like me. And who are all these people? Factory waste is becoming a frequent problem here in Zavert. It's hard to notice because of the snow, but the city's being overrun with garbage. So we've been keeping an eye out for someone who seems like they can take the initiative once in a while. What does that have to do with these people? With that in mind, we hereby appoint you to be the city's new Minister of the Environment. Congratulations. Now wait just a... Congrats. Congrats. Minister of the Firemen, yay. Hip hip hurrah. And with this, I hereby conclude your swearing-in ceremony. A salute to the new minister. Aw, congrats on getting the job, Malik. I knew you could do it. Now just hold on. Everyone calm down for a second. Salute. Not you, too. This is madness. Poor Malik, man. All of that for the environmental minister title. Okay, so we got that done. So, with the way that I want to play the game, I believe there is now no side quests left in the game outside of Chapter 9, which is Lineage and Legacies, which is after the main story, and then post-game stuff. There are quests that we could do now, like go fight the Valkanist Krius or whatnot, but you have to be really high level for that, so I'd rather do it in the post-game because we're not high enough level for it right now. And then getting the Rockagon fur, there's probably a way you can get the Rockagon fur without actually having to beat it or something, but I want to try and beat it, so I'm just not worrying about that right now. But the other stuff we have is all like super high level bosses that I want to fight after the main story, or stuff in the Zone Cage, and Zone Cage is the post-game secret dungeon. I don't think you can access that until you finish the main story even, so I don't think it's possible for us to do it regardless. We do still have the Sword of Antiquity quest, which is supposed to get us like the magical sword for Asbel. But for that, we have to defeat something called the Abyssian in Guardia Shaft. I don't know if that's also a post-game thing. If we can find it in the Guardia Shaft while we're making our way down, we'll beat it and then try and finish that side quest to get the sword before we finish the main story. But we're pretty much just going to the main story at this point. I hate these cat's clothes, but the minimum CC up is so dang good. It makes me so upset. I want Asbel's vestments. He's the only one that we haven't gotten the vestments for. I assume that we get his vestments from doing the Sword of Antiquity quest, because otherwise it must come from a side quest that is one of these post-game ones I want to do. But I mean, the cat's clothes are really high statistic-wise and all, so as much as thankfully it doesn't actually put him in a cat's outfit, so I can live with it as much as I hate it. What does that environmental minister thing do for you, Malik? Where is that one? Right here. All he did was put trash in a trash bin. It's the first step towards saving the environment. Cast time down. I always love to see cast time down. And then defense up. All right, not bad, not bad. We are at the point where people are running out of titles, but we're also getting near the end of the playthrough, so that's not a horrible thing. And I know you unlock more titles from mastering titles, so, you know, mastering titles isn't the worst thing ever. We can live with it. But anyways, I was not looking at chat during that because I had the side quest spreadsheet open. Hello, everyone else who has shown up. Glad to have you. I'm glad that was enough, not gonna lie, with how many times you threw away trash and me not counting. I was beginning to believe it needed to be 15 at once, even though nowhere said it had to be that. Yeah, I also looked it up online, Lone Wolf. I looked up, like, hey, how much trash do you have to throw away? And I saw someone being like, do you have to do it all at once? And then I saw a couple of people saying, I didn't do it all at once, I did it repeatedly. So I was like, okay, we should be good then. So thankfully, we were good to go. Everyone else who's shown up in stream, good to see you. Luminiferous, Chitin, any names I missed? Christo, good to see you. Good luck on your job interview tomorrow, brother. If I remember correctly, I'm pretty sure you can find Abyssian before post-game, so you should come across it as you progress through Guardia Shaft. Nice. We will get that side quest done before we fight Lambda at the end of the game, then. And then hopefully that will lead to us getting Asbel's vestments as well, because he's the only one we're missing that on. But I think we're all good to go now. All that's really left to do is to jump into the Guardia Shaft, to my knowledge. I don't think I'm missing anything. Everything else that's left to do is either in Chapter 9, which is Lineage and Legacies after the main story, and then the other stuff I want to do in the post-game. So let's get into the Guardia Shaft, lads. Let's see if we can finish the main story in about 4 hours.
This is the way to the Lustalia. And this is our last chance to make things right.
You said going down here would be like entering Lambda himself, yeah?
We can't worry about that now. We'll simply have to face whatever is waiting for us.
Sophie shared her power. Now all that's left is for us to trust each other.
Let's get it. You know what? It's just right to walk around as Asbel at this point. I mean, it's the end of the game. It's the final dungeon. We obviously have Lineage and Legacies after this, but for all intents and purposes, this is supposed to be like the final dungeon. I should probably finally use all of my Tang herbs and whatnot.
I can't believe how big this is.
The ruins on the surface continue all the way down.
So my theory was right! I saw some documents on Fodra that outlined a big plan for moving the Lustalia.
Moving the Lustalia? They wanted the core of our world?
Nope, the exact opposite. I think the Amarcian predecessors moved the Lustalia out of Fodra and into Ephinea.
I see. Then this would be the area they used to transport it.
Probably.
So, originally, Ephinea didn't have a Lustalia, or if it did, it now has 2 of them. This is Fodra's Lustalia that was sent here. Probably they sent it here to get it away from Lambda, I assume? Let's get on down and see what happens, lads. I don't really remember how the end of this dungeon goes, like, at all. I remember what happens at the very end of the game. I remember, like, I don't remember the specifics, but I remember, like, the big deal that happens at the end of the game. Although I look forward to seeing it again, but I do not recall anything about the Guardia Shaft itself, to be honest. So this'll be fun. Maybe it'll all come back to me as I go, maybe it won't. There's only one way to find out, and that's to murder everything in my path. I still don't have my last 4cc art. Has anyone else noticed that? On my A arts, there's 4 of each except for the right, the pressing right on the left stick. Also, listen to this track. I didn't hear it at first because of all the battle noises, but this track is kind of a banger. Is this the normal? This isn't the normal battle music, right? Is this like Guardia Shaft specific battle music? It's pretty good. But anyways, we had Heaven's Wrath, Dragon Charge, Burial Blade, and yeah, I love Burial Blade especially. Still don't have whatever this last one is. I want it. I hope we get it before the playthrough ends. I'm sure I'll get it in my, I'll be NG plussing on my own time to get the Platinum Trophy. So I'll definitely get to see it eventually, I'm sure.
Teamwork is the key.
Give me those elegant feathers. Atlas Hades, welcome to stream. I was watching your Digimon World 4 playthrough, oh joy, with your friend and was wondering that idea about a Digimon Dusk and Dawn versus, is that gonna happen or was it just an idea? It'd happen if any of my friends weren't cowards. None of my friends want to do it with me. I don't have anyone to do it with. I'd be totally down for a Digimon World Dawn and Dusk versus, but I'm like the only one other than RTK who's played it, and RTK didn't want to do a versus. I floated the idea to him like on multiple occasions, and he was just not interested every time. And then I mentioned it to Slyro, but Slyro, I love him. He's a great dude, but he's like a fake Digimon fan. He watched season 1 of the anime growing up, and then he played a lot of Digimon World 1, and I think he's played a little bit of Digimon World Next Order and likes Next Order. But other than that, my boy Slyro has basically no Digimon experience or knowledge. So he also was not interested. Michael doesn't care about Digimon at all. Shroom doesn't care about Digimon at all. I basically just did, as much as I would love to make it happen, I literally, there's no choice. Who am I gonna versus it in? Myself? Probably the only worthy opponent I'd ever get. Like, the only Digimon game Slyro knows is Digimon World 1, and I still almost beat him in that one. Excuse me, please die.
I must continue.
Bow, 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 bow. I'm a survivor, by the way. Yeah, it would have been fun to do. I would have loved to have done it. I'll replay Dawn and Dusk on the channel at some point. Those are good Digimon games. But there's no option for making a versus happen. Also, that was a branching path right there. I gotta remember that. Oh, you know what we really need to do while we're down here? Is this Nova? Yeah, it's Nova. Plasma Shock. We need to try and see everyone's tier 3 Mystic Arts. I think I'm gonna try and wait on Asbel's. How do you switch characters mid-combat? D-pad? Yeah, okay. No, hit this thing, you idiot. Definitely not gonna see one here. All right, that didn't get up very much at all. It wouldn't, I was pressing R1, but it wouldn't switch to the wolf that was next to me. That was weird. But I want to try to, we might not get it all before we finish the main story, but we will see all of the Mystic Arts before I end this playthrough. Hopefully. I'm gonna try my best. 6 eyes, oh yes, your swimsuit one. Because I think we've seen Pascal's. I think Pascal, correct me if I'm wrong, chat. Pascal is the only level 3 Mystic Art we've seen. But we've seen everyone's level 2, I believe, except maybe Sophie's? I don't remember if we saw Sophie's level 2 Mystic Art, but I know we saw Hubert's. I think we saw Malik's? I know we saw Sherry and Pascal's. I know we've seen Asbel's. I turned off Blistering Waltz. Yeah, we used it 3 times, so we've seen it. I just don't remember it off the top of my head. We saw Expiation. Oh, Expiation is your tier 3. Oh, yeah, that's the one where you go, like, way too hard and, like, stab an enemy 47 times and then explode them. I'm actually going to turn Expiation off just until we see all the other tier 3 Mystic Arts, because I don't want Hubert to use it. We have not seen Infinitia Soul, and we have not seen Zero Dissolver. So Sophie is the only tier 2 we haven't seen. We need to see Sophie's tier 2. We need to see Punishing Blossom. We've seen Ruby Inferno, so I'm going to turn it off for now. Alright. So we don't have that many more Mystic Arts to see, but an orb found in the Guardia shaft that shines with a strange radiance. Oh dear. Arithmos Core. I assume I'm going to need that for a dungeon puzzle at some point. I'm glad I went this way first. Yeah, well, probably the next, whatchamacallit we get, the next Elith break we get, we should be able to see Sophie's Let Destruction Rain. Sophie's level 2 Mystic Art that we haven't seen yet. Yeah, because we're building up whatchamacallit pretty quick. Dude, this thing is so fat. Look at how much HP this thing has. Ow. Slow impact inorganic fiend Nova. I'm gonna be honest with you. I should probably try to figure out how to, no you don't. They just spawn in another one of these 8 billion HP things. I should probably try and figure out how to break all your weaknesses, because I think that'll lead to big damage or some nonsense. However, I am instead just going to have 17 CC and go buck wild on you. Dragon charge. Nope. Get him, Hubert. Dude, that's, whatever it's called. What is this move called? Sparrow Seal? That's so good to get out of my sword drawn mode right back into the sheath darts. That's so good. That was worth over 500 SP, 7,000 experience, dang. I don't know if we're under-leveled at all, by the way. I assume we're fine level-wise, probably. But we'll get some levels on our way. Was there anything else back here that I missed? I don't think there was. Nah, we just needed to take that other elevator. Can we get some pogs for our favorite pirate captain, Jack Sparrow? Oh yeah, I saw Johnny Depp. He won that case. I didn't follow the case like very closely at all, but I did watch a lot of clips of it, and it seemed like, from the knowledge I got from it, that he deserved to win the case. So good for him. Excuse me, pardon me, coming through. Why does this game give me Xenoblade vibes? Keep in mind, I've never seen this game. This looks a little high-entian. This futuristic setup and all, I could see it feeling kind of high-entian. Gotta get up to 2, there we go. Sophie, you gonna do your tier 2 or your tier 3? Oh, Malik, I turned yours off! No, I didn't. Yo, he literally becomes Mamoru Uchiha. That was amazing. I turned off his level 2, not his level 3. We hadn't seen his level 3. As soon as he started doing it, I was like, wait a minute, I've never seen this before. Okay, so we got his. That's good. Dude, Malik's tier 3 might be my favorite. That was awesome. Just the boomerang going crazy, explosions, and then my man drops a meteor. As a big fan of Madara Uchiha, I am a sucker for a good meteor drop. That was very cash money. I like Eternal Serenade. Also uses ice, wind, and flame, all of the elements. Very cool. Well, it's not supposed to be ice. It's supposed to be water, isn't it? Ah, whatever. But all right, we're going to turn his off now to make sure that Sophie... Now the only one who can do Mystic Arts other than Asbel is Sophie. So hopefully we get Sophie's level 2 and level 3 soon. Then we just need Sharia's level 3. And then, honestly... Okay. Don't step on it after you've stepped on it once, I understand. Honestly, I kind of want to save Asbel's and see if I can do Asbel's as the final blow against Lambda in the fight. That's really hard to time, though, because that means Lambda has to be near dead at the same moment I get an Elith Break. But I do have Arcane Bottles. I don't know how much an Arcane Bottle fills up the thing. But finishing Lambda off with Asbel's level 3 Mystic Art, whatever it looks like, would be pretty pog, as the kids say. Burn, by the way.
Yours is quite distinctive.
It's a Strahtan military secret. I can't speak of it.
Can't speak of it. When did someone gift subs? Oh, we got like, someone, a YouTube lurker, dropped in the other day and dropped like 20 gift subs. It was wild. I don't fully know what's happening. Also, I'm going out of my way to fight stuff some more just so we can get more Elith breaks to see these Mystic Arts on our way down the Guardia shaft. Probably unnecessary to go out of our way for any fights. I'm sure we'll be getting plenty, but still. Nope. Nope. Get these dang birds out of here first. Come on. Die, little birdie. Yeah, we're building up Elith breaks real fast, so. Ow. Yo, can you guys calm down with all the nonsense? Yo, get him, Hubert. Dude, Hubert and Asbel, the ultimate brother combo right there. That was amazing. Sophie, as usual, is just, she literally thinks she's a Dragon Ball Z character. She keeps using laser beams and whatnot, throwing out Kamehamehas, final flashes. Whatever suits her in the moment. Attack shard 4, nice.